Hello, everybody. I am Tracy Hackler. That is Scott Prucci.
Scotty P in the house. You can see right there, Scotty P.
And this is officially episode 1 of Going Direct, the Panini podcast. Last week, Scotty, you and I launched the pilot episode.
Pilot is what we call it. That's what we call it in the biz.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. And I think rave reviews is probably a fitting term for how people receive that.
And if you go back to some of the greatest shows of all time and you look at that pilot episode, it changes.
Absolutely.
So, hey, pilot, here we go.
We're going to be better. We're going to get better. This podcast is going to evolve and it's going to improve. And but it's off the ground. We're running full speed ahead. And I'm rather excited, Scotty.
Off the ground. I mean, you can see it in my face.
I can. I'm going to see.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. This is awesome, dude. I'm pumped, man.
So, Scotty, to your point, you mentioned the backdrops, and we could be anywhere. We're not in Panini America HQ right now. We're actually in a secret location.
Secret? It's almost like a secret lair.
There's
superheroes all around us.
Yes, true story.
And we are just here behind the scenes. We can't wait to tell you where we're at and what we're doing.
We're at the Rated Rookie Showcase, Scott.
Whoa. I don't know if you're supposed to say that out loud.
Oh, I did. I whispered it, though. So
it's okay. If you whisper it, it's fine.
Yeah, so a lot of collectors and fans know for the last 2 years, the NFLPA Rookie Premiere has been virtual because of obvious reasons, the pandemic and the conditions and hardships that has caused. So this year, as we continue getting closer to completely turning the corner on this pandemic, we were able at Panini America to create our own photo shoot of sorts.
Our own shoot.
Because we need the images.
Yes.
We need to enhance our relationships with players, Scotty.
That's 2. Okay, keep going.
We need autographs. I don't know. Those are pretty popular.
Bingo. Autographs.
Rookie autographs. And then just marketing content, video content.
Yep.
Those are important. So
and you said build relationships, but this has always been one of the times that we get to start the path with these guys. And I've been incredibly impressed with some of the guys that I've already met. And we've only met a few, so it's awesome.
Can you share a few of the names of guys you've met so far, Scott?
Me?
At this event.
At this event, man, there's this guy. He's a quarterback, West Coast team, 49ers.
Oh,
Trey Lance just walked by, literally 2 seconds ago.
You know a guy who I saw earlier who I kind of met?
Who?
He won the big whatever the big college trophy is that they give the best player in college football.
Yeah, what was that? Where is it? It's the one where the guy kind of looks like
the stiff arm.
Yeah,
the Heisman Trophy. I saw the guy who won that this year.
I saw him too.
Devontae Smith. In fact, Scott, over the course of these hours and days, and we're gonna record a lot of fun content that will be on this very show.
We're going to have every guy come through here, have some fun. Tracy's been grilling them with some hard-hitting questions, and we've got some awesome answers. Just getting them in there and putting them through the grinder. But it's been so much fun. We've had a blast. These guys, every year I become more and more impressed with just how polite and respectful these guys really are. And this group is right up there. Top
it's going to be these guys are awesome, and they get it. They get the importance of this type of event because it is about their brand and extending their brand and enhancing their brand. So it's good to be kind of in business together with these guys.
Absolutely.
And events like that really showcase it. So just stay tuned for that for more content. But there's another event that traditionally takes place in the summer, Scotty, that you and I know a lot about, but I'm going to let you kind of talk about that event.
Yeah, so there was a buzz in the hobby Friday last week, the National released the corporate pavilion for this upcoming National in Chicago. And there was a name that was on there that people saw, and that name was Panini. So it's out there that we are going to have our full booth there. We're going to have the team there. We're still working through some plans on how we're going to execute there because of just, the marketplace, the market conditions, but we're going to go for it. And we're super excited. More announcements are here to come, but I felt like it was worth mentioning just because the word got out last week that people saw Panini was going to attend, and we're never missing that event. I mean, let's face it, that is one of the cornerstone events of our business. With trading cards in the stratosphere that they are right now, we felt like we needed to be there, and no matter what happened. We're just lucky enough that they are starting to pull back and open the doors and have a full-blown event. And we couldn't be more excited to get together and celebrate in Chicago what all's going on.
Yeah, one of the best collecting towns on the map. And, I think we mentioned it last week. I know I certainly feel the same way. Is you can't really have the National without Panini. It's just not the same without us. And so, to your point, we also wouldn't miss it. So I'm excited to see the people again and to talk to the people.
See the people.
Talk to the people.
They think it's cool that they can see us on the screen, but we want to see you face to face. That's what we want.
And I'm fully vaccinated, Scott.
Me too.
And I'm a hugger. So if I see you at the National, we're going to hug.
You are a hugger.
We're going to dap it up.
I will admit it. You're a hugger. I will hug anybody that wants a hug. Honestly, with all we've been through and last year's National being canceled, and it's been that long since we've been together, I'll hug anybody.
That's true.
This is a hugging zone right here. How about that?
I've seen some of the stuff you hug. Stay tuned for more of details on what we're going to do at the National. But
yes,
what you would traditionally expect from us, almost everything, you can expect it again. And then that gets us, Scotty, there's a new product releasing this week.
Yes.
On the America side. Select Baseball, venerable Select brand was smoking hot in football, smoking hot in basketball.
In basketball,
be smoking hot in baseball, I'm quite certain. That releases Wednesday.
And we're going to stay tuned because we're going to open a box of first off the line as a sneak peek of what the Select product looks like. We had a good time looking at that product and opening that. So it's going to be a good way to showcase that program and get the week started. Yeah,
absolutely. B. Bain and Eric Van Voorhees on our one of our other teams were nice enough to share with us some FOTL boxes. Scott and I just ravaged them. And you're going to see that episode later.
They didn't necessarily openly share it. I think you took them high, I took him low, and we were able to wrestle a box out of his hand.
Yes, it went something like that. So that's coming later in the show, so don't miss it. In other news, Scotty, the NBA, I think we're down to the final four of the conference finals. Matchups have been not only have they been determined, but in many cases, the finals is already underway.
Yeah. And what, 2 Game 7s over the weekend?
What
exciting Game 7s. And I think last week's podcast, I'm not sure, I'd have to go back and review the footage on whether or not we claimed injuries could play an important role in how that was determined. And they did. And the Nets.
But Scotty, to your point, like the Nets did. I mean, Kevin Durant was Herculean in this.
Yes.
Throughout the playoffs, certainly in the divisional. But man, he just came. Yeah. They came up a little bit short. To your point, when you build a team around 3 huge superstars, and KD, Harden, Kyrie, and really 2/3 of that trio is not even close to 100%. Man, it shows. And
look great. Teams that just have passionate fan bases that, like I think I mentioned last week, that hadn't been there in a while. And boy, I like the Suns. They did that first game without Chris Paul, and I can't wait to see that team fully operational, and it sounds like it's going to happen pretty soon.
Yeah, with Chris Paul being back. And I think, to your point, it's going to be quite different but exciting because for the last more than a decade, it's either been Warriors or Lakers or Celtics. Yep. It's like the same, or Cavs, like the revolving door of teams. And so to see potentially a new champion,
it's going to be great. I always like to see teams that kind of emerge that you aren't expecting up there and get in the finals and win it. So, I mean, but hey, that was basketball. You know, just quick wrap up. We had another great NASCAR weekend with not one, not two, but his third win, Kyle Larson.
In a row.
Three in a row. Unbelievable. We were treated with Father's Day.
Oh, yes.
A Father's Day spectacular ending on the golf course in John Rahm. And, boy, there was some fun stuff going on. I probably will never forget Bryson DeChambeau's back nine as long as I live. So that was fun. And we probably would, I mean, we have to give shout outs to, we both have kids.
Yes.
We know a lot of you guys that are watching had kids. We hope you had a happy Father's Day. I had a great Father's Day. Tracy, I know you had a great Father's Day.
Yes, I did indeed. I was with my boys and my wife, and it couldn't have been really much better than.
Yeah, and I saw some great pictures online of people that were sharing the Father's Day kits that we sent out to hobby shops, and we're just glad we were able to participate in that as well. So
yeah,
shout out to all the dads out there and moms.
Yes, dads.
But what a great weekend.
It was a great weekend. We have an action-packed going direct episode for you. So we mentioned the select first off the line. We also have a hard-hitting interview with Rob Springs, the director of football product development.
This guy, I've seen his interview skills. Tough.
Yeah, I don't pull any punches. So if you're looking for softballs, laughs, go somewhere else because you're not getting in here.
And we like to sneak peek things. I think, and we're trying to pull this off, but I think that for next week's episode, the special guest is going to be really special. Special. So it's a tease. That's what they call in the business.
That is a tease. Let me just say, can I give him a hint, Scotty? I'm sky high on our potential guest for next week.
Yes, you're sky high.
I can't wait.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to. How about that? There you go.
All right. So,
I talked to your boy who won this year about this particular gentleman, and so that ought to be a good hit. And if you know Panini, you know me, you know Tracy, you could probably guess who it is. And there's nobody else we'd rather have on. So our fingers are crossed we can pull it off. But until then,
yes,
enjoy this one.
Hey, Scotty.
Tracy, good to be back.
It's time once again I want to say that Panini Unwrapped is one of my favorite segments of the podcast, but
yes,
all the segments are my favorite.
It is the time that we get to put our hands on physical product. How do you not want that? I mean, everybody loves opening packs, opening boxes. So how can it not be your favorite?
Well, I think that's a rhetorical question, and the answer is it just can't be.
Right.
We spend all of our time and our effort and our energy marketing our company and the company's products, and to be able to get your hand to rip open the packs and get your hands on those products is like Christmas every day, really.
Absolutely, it's impeccable.
Well, yeah, it is. It's also.
It's also select
or whatever. So yeah. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
It's Scott. Also a very select opportunity here to open some product
for only a select few, and it's 2021 Select Baseball. So that launches this week, and Eric Van Voorhees, who's our magnate of e-commerce, he goes, wow. Hey, for Unwrapped this week, why don't you do a box of FOTL version of Select?
I've been around him a bunch, and I've never seen metal stick to him or anything.
No, not a magnet.
Oh, he's okay. Whatever word you use, it's way too big of a word for me to use.
He's like the maestro of e-commerce. Is that
Maestro?
Yeah.
Okay, I at least have heard of Maestro.
Yeah. So he said, don't like the regular select is great, but I've got an extra box or two of first off the line version. So that's what we're going to open, Scott.
It's hot. Like I can feel the heat coming off of this box.
And it's not just the Texas weather.
Well, maybe that is what I'm feeling.
Well, that's hot too.
It is hot here.
But the FOTL version, the two exclusives you're looking for, there's one orange or blue Pulsar rookie jersey autograph, and then 4 orange or blue Pulsar Prism parallels.
Awesome. Two autographs and 2 memorabilia cards.
And here, oh wait, hold on.
And 12 extra box.
Oh, it's on the blade, bro. Look at that. Bladed.
Let's do this.
That's not a knife.
Let's get going, man. And it says here on the side, look for all new ultra rare color wheel rookie explosions.
That sounds very awesome, by the way.
Look for a plethora of hot rookies. Wow.
That word.
Not just that word. A few, but a plethora.
And there's the first off the line.
That is a nice. That's a cool logo.
Yeah, it is. Do you go pack by pack, or do you take all your packs out?
Well, I just took them all out and threw the box.
Yeah, I did too.
But I'll go pack by pack, and I'm going first because
you go.
I can't wait. Boom! Here we go. Pack number 1. Let's see. I'm just going to show. Well, the good thing about it is they do the base. There's rookie cards mixed in there. So I was going to say, here's what the base looks like, but that's actually a rookie card.
Yep. Blue Pulsar.
Ooh, Salvador Perez. Look at that. Ooh, out of 18, 16.
Oh, that's one of the orange Pulsar.
That's one of the old. Yeah, okay. That's one of the old.
Who is it? Who's the player?
Salvador Perez.
I got the blue Pulsar Nick Madrigal, number 4 of 13.
Okay.
Look out now.
Nick Madrigal.
I'm going to keep all my parallels kind of separated.
You know why? Because your parallels are unparalleled, baby. All right, look, like 2 boxes, 2 bangs.
That's nice. I like that.
So here we go. Michael Brantley. I believe no, I thought he was. There we go. So that is another one out of 18. The orange Pulsars.
That's one of the FOTL exclusives. There's a white Prism, Rafael Marchand.
This doesn't appear to. It's an insert, but it doesn't have a name on the front of it. Looks like prospect. Okay. Adley Rashman. How do you say it? I've seen his name a million times.
Number 1 overall.
He is.
Red, white, and blue Prism of Max Fried or Fried. I'm Fried, but I don't know that that's his last name.
Blue pair. That you said blue was also exclusive.
Is that a blue Pulsar or is that just regular blue?
It's just regular blue. I think it's out of 149.
Okay.
And then here, I think you got the same red, white, and blue Max Scherzer. Red, white, and blue. A guy that's got 2 different colored eyes, man. How about that?
Tariq Skubal, RPA or Jersey Auto. Rookie Jersey Auto.
That's a good one. Joey Bart.
Ooh.
Out of 199.
You have a tattoo of him on your leg, don't you?
I do. Well, that's Bart Simpson, but
sorry. That's my bad.
But it is. It is a Bart. So close. They all say select on him, Tracy.
Yeah, well, they're also here's one of my blue Pulsar, Chris Paddock, number 4 of 13. Just a nice sheen to it.
Sheen. So I got a jumbo swatch. I am a jumbo swatch. Tyler Stevenson. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then a hot rookie, a plethora of hot rookies. Remember that? And a moonshot. Look at those 2.
Yeah, I love the word.
Kind of in the same pack there. That's pretty cool.
Scotty, this is going to be what I think they call in the business foreshadowing, but you've already made multiple references to our parallels being unparalleled and I am the jumbo swatch. I think for this week's From the Vault segment, we break out the original source material for those 2 lines.
Okay. The original Donruss, which now, is Panini commercial.
Yes.
That we wrote together and filmed together, and it was our first attempt at making a commercial.
Yep.
Braxton Garrett. Did you not get Braxton Garrett too? No.
No. I didn't get him.
No.
Got a green
Out of
David Peterson, though, out of 99. A lime green.
David Peter. I like the lime green one. Oh, look at that. Justin Verlander. Another one. I got another one. That's out of 18. So that's one of the.
Are you like DJ Khaled all of a sudden?
Yeah, I think so.
Another one.
Oh, on CDC. Oh, that actually stuck in the wall. Oops.
Oh, Sam Huff. Orange Pulsar, 11 of 18.
I know, man. I'm killing it. Salvador Perez.
Right here. We have to send Eric Van Voorhees a thank you card or something.
I know, right?
Or I don't know, maybe not. Let's see. Kyle Hendricks, Mike Yastrzemski, Taylor Jones, lime green out of 99. Dude, how often do we see Prism cards and they're still so gorgeous?
I know.
Every time you look at them.
I was actually going to bring that up.
It's amazing.
I love the patterns. The parallels are awesome. Here's Garrett. Look at that. Garrett Cole out of 10. Gold.
Oh, that's gold, dude.
To your point, my parallels are rocking over here.
That's a nice card, dude. Gold out of 10.
Yeah, gold out of 10.
Ryan Weathers, jumbo jersey.
This one's pretty cool. Star. I thought that was you. Well, of course. Another jumbo swatch.
Yeah. They're going to get that reference by the end of this episode because they're in for a treat. Okay, let's see here.
My last pack. My last pack wonders here. Oh.
Another Orange Pulsar FOTL exclusive.
Wow.
Whoa, what'd you get?
Look at this. Out of 5.
Wow. That's number a blue Pulsar.
5 right of 5. Yeah, blue Pulsar. Look at that swatch.
That's pretty.
Nick and Niedert.
Wow.
That is pretty.
Sure.
That looks great.
That's a gorgeous card, man.
That is. I agree.
I'm down to 2. I've got the great Bo Bichette. Sensations. Indeed, he is a sensation.
Bo Bichette.
Takes after his famous father, Dante, and the fact that he can play some baseball. And then another jumbo, Sixto, I love this name, Sixto Sanchez, jumbo jersey piece.
Sixto.
That's a great name, dude.
Hooah, Sixto.
I got one pack left, Scotty. I'm going to
here it is.
Because I should have the RPA that's orange or blue Pulsar.
This is where we add in the drum roll sound effects.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful card. Tucker Davidson, blue Pulsar.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice auto.
We both got ours in the last pack, man. How cool is that?
It's like it was
the best to last.
That's a great card, dude. I don't even need to look at any more cards after seeing the one you pulled and seeing that.
And the one you did. I know. I'm done. But I'll tell you what. I don't want to look at them again either because we're going to give them all away to somebody, right?
What?
Yeah. Let's.
That Tucker Davidson's got to go bye-bye.
Well, all of them, but that one.
We'll give it away. You got to.
No, we'll give it all. We'll give away the farm here.
Yeah,
everything.
Stay tuned to see how you can win that. Stay tuned to our social because we may ask the followers, the fans, some questions that they have to answer, and the only way to answer it is to come back and watch this. So stay tuned for that. Scotty, the pleasure once again has been all mine. That's Panini Unwrapped. That's first off the line Select Baseball, which is out now. The regular version, hobby version of Select Baseball releases this week. Good luck if you dive into it, and we'll see you again soon.
There it is.
Hello, everybody. I'm joined now by the esteemed Rob Springs, a gentleman I've had the great fortune of working with in any number of capacities.
Lots of places, lots of years.
Beckett initially. Lots of places, lots of years. It was at Beckett initially, and then we served time at Donruss together.
Yeah.
And And now we're happily at Panini America. You obviously are the director of NFL product development for Panini America. So
yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Oh, dude, anytime. So how many years in one form or another have you been involved in the trading card industry?
Wow, quite a few. I mean, I guess officially, I think I started working in a card shop in like 1990.
So you've seen it really from all sides. You've seen it from the pricing perspective, the grading perspective, the production perspective, and the product development perspective. And so you have a unique perspective. And so what I wanted to ask you was kind of, if you had to sum up where the NFL trading card industry has gone the last 2 or 3 years, to someone who's got no clue about what our market's done, how would you kind of characterize the category?
Yeah, it's even been a little more unique for football, I think, than others, because we were just kind of, I don't want to say an afterthought, but maybe we were until about 2015, right? We were kind of a third tier, really, but then we've really had a good string of rookie classes starting in 2016 with Dak and Zeke and Henry and Carson and all those guys, and really they've been really, really big classes. Even our down class is 2019, right? And you still have Kyler and Daniel Jones and AJ Brown and plenty of good guys from that class. So I think it's kind of all been kind of building up, and then you throw on top of it everything that's kind of blown up and happened over the last 18 to 24 months between all the new money coming in and people just having extra free time and free money during the pandemic and jumping on board. And obviously it's much more fun to follow trading cards and open trading cards than it is just to watch stocks, and people have discovered breaks that are new people and figured out, well, I can't afford this, but I can certainly afford to jump in for $50 for my team or whatever. So I think football has kind of had the unique spot of kind of blowing up for various reasons, and our single prices have been reflected in it. Box prices have been reflected in it, really, for more than just the pandemic years. Really, it started the ascent in 2017, 16, 17, and it's been awesome to watch.
And when you think about, obviously for forever, the category's always been somewhat heavily reliant upon whoever the rookies are coming in. But I think
for sure,
one of the things that's been I guess more promising to me, or more rewarding or refreshing, is that now the brand equity of the brands and the chases and the inserts, not that we're rookie card proof, but the things you guys are putting into the products, whether it's rare inserts, parallels, the designs, the content, that is now carrying the day more than a strong rookie class. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and again, kind of from football, we have a little bit more history to draw from. So not only do we get the recent craziness from the patterns and the parallels and Prism and Select and Donruss Opted and things like that, but a lot of people still have contenders near and dear to their heart. The Donruss Elite, Absolute, things that we've done for years and years and years. What I always tell my guys whenever I try to spec everything out or kind of lay out the calendars, I'd like each program to have a reason to exist, whether it's a calling card insert, certain themes, things like that. And I think because we have all that old history to rely on in football, where say our basketball team doesn't, I think that gives us an advantage since we do more releases than football, than basketball and baseball. That we have the opportunity to draw on that history is cool. I mean, a lot of people collect just passing the torch or throwback threads or the die cut aspirations and status from Elite, or the rookie ticket autographs from contenders and stuff like that. And then you get to combine it with all the zebras and the tigers and all the other crazy stuff, the kabooms and downtowns and stuff. And it's a nice, awesome mix where we sit in football.
So you've kind of seen it all, and you've kind of helped direct or develop almost all of it. So when you're thinking about Rob Springs as maybe a collector, not a product development director, which product or products, one or two, stand out to you the most as like your favorite from a collector aspect?
I just talked a little bit about Elite. I've always loved Elite. I've always loved the way, the old Elite looks with the metallized and the hollow and the double rainbow and things like that we used to do, and even the cleaner look that we do today. Again, because there's always, Elite was always numbered stuff, right? Even when it was the Elite Series in baseball programs and numbered out of 10,000 or whatever it may be, it's still, that was kind of the origins, right, of being that special kind of chased brand. So I've always liked that. And then Impeccable I love just because that was the first program, because when I came back here in 2015, it was as a brand manager. And so that was the first program that I had created from scratch from when I came back. And so I'm a little bit impartial to Impeccable with the way it's kind of developed and turned out and turned out well for basketball and soccer and other sports as well. So that's been cool to watch. Yeah,
no doubt. And I'm going to go on a little personal aside. So I think I came to you on bended knee, or pretty close to being on bended knee, and just pleaded with you to please try to get Vance Johnson of all people.
Oh yeah.
Autograph card. And then
done.
And then lo and behold, you go and do it, and I'm just ecstatic. And I know that one or two of his autograph cards weren't Impeccable. So first of all, thank you again for that.
Yes, sir.
And what I want to ask you, you guys on the football side, and really across the company, but you do such a good job of going back and getting autographs of players who were either cult type heroes back in the day,
right,
who had these real loyal fan followings, but maybe aren't in the public eye. And then guys who just haven't signed in a long time. You guys make that a priority. Obviously, it's obvious on your checklist. You make a priority to go recapture some of those guys. Why is that such an important part of what you're doing?
It's just, you try to fill out the checklist and try to keep things fresh, right? Each year, when I kind of create the autograph guys we're going to chase outside of the rookies, not counting the rookies. And, the vets are, we're able to hit some, occasionally some linemen that are heavily collectible, whether it's offense or defense, occasionally kickers, even punters. We did a deal with the Seattle punter who was collectible and things like that. So, the vets are pretty static for the most part. But the retired guys is where you just kind of dig in and take a look and just see who's had cards, who hasn't. And some guys are hard to gauge, right? There may have been guys that signed a lot in the past, but we got to deal with them. And, where they may have had older cards selling for $5-10 or something, you put them on a Prism card or a Select card, and now they're selling for, $30, $40, $50, even when they used to not sell well. So that's where we just try to sample some guys and see if it works. Some guys don't, and that's always going to happen, but a lot of the guys do. So even though guys may not have sold well in the past, it gives us even a bigger range of guys to look for. And obviously with football, we're much deeper than any other sport when you start to talk about the rosters and the years of history and stuff for us to go try to find autograph deals. But it's cool to kind of dig around and find some, nuggets of guys that, everybody's going to naturally go, well, Lynn Swan's probably the biggest known name out there who's always been difficult to get an autograph deal with. But, I like digging in and finding the like you said, the cult following guys that may not have had an autograph or have very few. Most of those guys usually only have like pro line autographs, right? They somehow made it through that 91 through 96 range when just about everybody signed for those particular sets. But that's all they have. So it's kind of cool to get some of those guys in, get them on new technology, and good examples like Jake Plummer. We're do a deal out to him, and he took it, and so we're going to see how his autographs work, and he hasn't had autograph cards in a long time. So it's cool just to kind of dig through and get those guys.
Yeah, and he's another great example of a guy who not only appeals to the Arizona collector base, both collegiately and professionally, but also the Broncos fans love him still too. So no, it's a great point. Just you guys are all, and a lot of times I don't even know which guys are coming until I see something in QC or opening a box. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. It's like guys that I would get really excited about. And my 19 or 20-year-olds like, dude, who is that? I'm like, oh, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we still try to give you obviously the staples, right? We're going to give you Mahomes and Brady and Herberts and all the guys you expect in the rookie class, but to get those some at secondary, and then some guys are like shocked when they think, oh crap, this is who I got, and then they go put it on eBay, like, oh, I got $50 for that card. Wow.
Exactly right. Speaking of being shocked, what one example over the last 18 months have you seen as it relates to the indication of the market today that has blown you away more than any other? Can you think of one?
It's really the mass retail, the way the stuff has just been, for lack of a better word, hoarded and disappeared. Even when it kind of started, it seemed like from what you would see, you guys would, take some stuff off the shelf, but, leave some for other people. But, when it became such a business of, where guys were making 2-3 times, the SRP on a flip, they just started clearing it out. And that's what's been just so weird to walk by and see, because if you go to Target or Walmart or wherever while you're going grocery shopping or picking up something, you always go down the aisle and see what might be hanging out there. Well, now there's nothing all the time, right? It's just nothing. Blank. So that's probably been the most shocking thing, is that there's just you can't find it.
Yeah, no, it's been a story for quite a while now, and hopefully it'll get cleared up at some point. But all right, so we could talk all day long about the past, and we often have talked all day long about the past. But looking at 2021, obviously spectacular rookie class, certainly at the quarterback level, but also at all positions. And every rookie class these days seems to be strong. But talk about it in terms of where you see the 2021 rookie class. How does it rank maybe in recent history?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's just going to be wheels off. I really think it's like a combination of 2017 and 2018, where 2018 you had the 5 big name quarterbacks, where you also had this, but 17 was really deep. I mean, you had a lot of good guys, good wide receivers and running backs that went, second, third round, things like that. So when you talk this class, I think it's kind of a combination of both. I mean, I think there's a lot of really good receivers that went really deep in the 3rd or 4th round. You saw there was, I don't know what the actual count was, 15 or so skill position players, that, not counting linemen though, but they went in the 1st round. It's crazy. So it's just, and a lot of these guys went to the right teams too, right? I mean, we know that obviously somebody like Trevor Lawrence can lift a place like Jacksonville in terms of collecting, lift them up. But, Fields going to Chicago and Wilson going to the Jets and Jones to the Patriots. I mean, Lance to the 4. I mean, these are all big collecting areas, right? Or whether it's Harris going to the Steelers. I mean, we're serious collecting database or serious collectors are. So, that worked out great as well. It's crazy. So I think once we finally get these guys out in product and in uniforms and things like that, I think you're really going to see some value spikes in the market.
Well, that time is approaching soon. And
it is.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about, so last year for 2020 and now for 2021, the NFLPA Rookie Premiere hasn't happened as it traditionally has, an in-person event. But there were two Rookie Premier classes announced, one for last year, obviously. The 21 class, the virtual Rookie Premier class, was 60 players.
It was.
Including maybe for one of the few times in history, some linemen on that list.
Correct.
But that list is not to be confused with the checklist of players that Panini America football products are going to count as NFLPA Rookie Premier guys, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, we're still going to have our 42, the same number we did last year, and they're all skill position players. There's no linemen. There's no defensive players. Obviously, we had Chase Young last year and Nick Bosa the year before, but there are no defensive players in this year. So basically, we submit those names to the PA regardless. And they had asked and come back and said, we'd like to make this a round number and make this from 42 to 50. Can you give us some more names? And so I did. So we provided like your Surtains and your Micah Parsons and things like that to get it to 50. Then 10 players also appeared from somewhere. And that's fine. I mean, obviously this is a bigger marketing play on their end and things like that. But from a pure product standpoint, it's just quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs that are going to be in our 42 that will make an LPS player checklist that you are familiar with seeing each and every year.
And we'll kind of pull the curtain back on that very topic in the next few weeks or so. So stay tuned if you're listening or watching. There's big news coming on that front. So I can keep you all day. I'm going to ask you one more question, and just kind of, if you're setting up the 2021 NFL product season from Panini America, are there any surprises or things that you want to talk about off the top, and then as the weeks progress, we can get deeper into the specific products?
We've got Luminance that's coming out next. Obviously, we haven't released anything in quite a bit after Legacy because we got our draft pick programs out in between then. So Luminance and Prestige will still have collegiate photography and things like that. But then once we hit Donruss Elite, while the rookies will still be collegiately photographed, the Pen Pals will have the cloned NFL team on there. And from there, after Gold Standard and things like that, we'll have the players in their NFL uniforms. And the calendar's been pretty solid for the most part from a football perspective. So we're not flipping a lot of stuff out. We are going to do a Classics Premium Edition for one of our direct programs this year. So the Premium Edition will be all chrome, and that will be the direct portion. But then we decided to do a paper C2S version as an H2 product for the hobby stores. So we think that'll be kind of a cool ass. Some people weren't real happy when we flipped that to Legacy a few years ago, but so we're going to bring it back in a smaller format and just give the people what they want. And otherwise, it's going to be a lot of what you know and love. We are going to do clearly Donruss later in the NFL year, which will be early in Q1. So we're excited about doing a couple of one old release and then one other release that's done really well in basketball, and of course we had it in our Chronicles line as well.
Yeah,
very, very popular in the Chronicles line, but
blew people away.
Otherwise, it's a lot of the staples that people love and gotten familiar with.
Well, we know them, we love them, and we'll continue this discussion in the coming weeks. But Rob, thanks for dropping the knowledge, and looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, and we will do it again.
Talk to you soon.
All right, man. See you.
Bye-bye.
I am 2.5 by 3.5, but I am a giant amongst all my peers. I am a limited edition.
My mom did not throw me out.
I am the hardest one to find. My parallels are unparalleled.
I am traded.
I am a short print.
I will not be put in the spokes of a bike.
I'm worth 2 veterans.
I will be kept in a shoebox. I will not be wrapped with bubblegum. There's just no way.
I'll be passed down for generations. I'm cherished by fathers and sons.
I am a jumbo swatch.
I am elite.
I am a classic.
I am a timeless treasure.
I will be known as prestige. I am the past, I am the present, I am always.
I'm a Donruss rookie card.
I am 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 a Donruss rookie card.